I really, really thought that having a kid go into high school was going to be amazing because I was like, this is great. It means I never have to talk to another group of parents again. Because if you have kids in grade school or, in elementary school, you always have to talk to other parents, and it is so insufferable. Because every parent wants to come out and talk to you about their kid because people assume that if you have a child, you must have wanted that child. And a lot of you in here are laughing because you have kids and you know that is a gross misunderstanding of parenting. It's just not how it works. People think if you have kids that you must enjoy kids. And I didn't have a kid because I wanted to have a child. I had a kid because you know what I mean? Because I'm sorry, I got some in you. That's why. Call someone. That's what I yelled the first time. When my son was born, call somebody. Yeah. And whenever you have to bring a kid to high school or some shit, or like when I brought my son to elementary school, I always would watch him play on the playground. My son, we didn't plan him, and then once he's around, I'm like, he's a cool guy, he's a nice guy. And I like this guy, So like I would take him to the playground and I'd watch him play, and I'd be like, yeah, and I'd hang out and watch the other kids that didn't play with him and make a little list for later, that kind of a thing. And inevitably, some tiny-faced housewife would come up and want to talk to me, and you know who I'm talking about. The little, morning, the little face, morning, how are you? What genetic purpose is served by having all of your facial organs on a dime-sized portion of your head? Just, morning, how are you? And they'd always come up and they'd be like, oh my God, which one is yours? And I just, fuck does it matter? God damn it. He's that one right there. And they'd always be like, oh, the little blonde one, he is adorable. Isn't he precocious? What an adorable little boy. Every goddamn morning, the same conversations all the fucking time. It just drove me nuts. Just once, I wanted a mom to come onto the playground and just give me an honest review of my child. You know what I mean? Like have that mom come on and be like, morning. And I'd be like, yeah, hey, hi, yeah. Which one is yours? And I'd be like, oh, fuck, geez. It's that one right there. And she'd be like, oh, really? Bummer. And I'd be like, what the hell did you just say to me? And she'd be like, I don't know, it just looks like he's limping into life. And I'd be like, he is a bit tentative. Yes, he is. And I'd be like, what's your name? And she'd be like, my name is Kelly, hi. And then we'd laugh and sip warm peppermint schnapps from a flask that looks like a flashlight that she's been keeping in her kid's backpack like a fucking psychopath. You know what I mean? And I'd be like, why peppermint schnapps, Kelly? And she'd be like, it tickles the bones in my little face. And I'd be like, why is your face so little? And she'd be like, doctors don't know. Yeah, doctors, geneticists aren't sure, but they think it's because I spend most of my waking hours now in the dark, hopelessly pawing the emptiness for all the dreams I bartered away for comfort. Oh, that's a fun one. Happy. Be happy, they say to Ben. Just got annoying, but it never stopped them. So I figured out a way, and if you all want to do this, if you have young kids, you want to keep other parents away from you. This is what I started doing. I started just making myself as unattractive as possible to look at. Just unappealing to talk to. I'd crook a leg in, you know what I mean? And I'd dangle an arm at my side, and I'd droop my face over, and then I started taking on that voice like Buffalo Bill, you know what I mean? I'd just talk like this. And I'd just kind of leer around them. And parents would come up and be like, morning, how are you? And I'd be like, yeah, hey. How are you? Okay. Which one is yours? And I'd be like, he ain't here. Yeah, he don't go here. Yeah. Okay, so what the fuck are you doing here? And then I'd be like, shopping. And then I'd just walk off across the softball field.